Peace 104.3 AM Kwababa the station with a vision. Peace 104.3. Agudia munsem yesin konwa ye beto to adwene bresem ne ma text line out adwen kire epia dwumedie no achi. The three Phobian bets. Omo ha Maxwell for me no Maxwell Sabre Maxwell Agege 205 and Kobe Jones. And menya awo mienu minu adwomo any Henry Asante Twum omo nso abeka me ho ewa ha na ye bedi nkomo abiyafo ye me ho akwaba ya onua yo Kobe
Kwaku
mamini kan no ntu saade yase ansa na meni Henry wedi nkomo na afi yakoye main issues no so House of Folk ne kotoko President Cup me hu sempanifo no obi ankasai onko a osi match no muntumi mbo are
Kwaku de say Kwaku de wo mini say yes say be president ni monyam ye gitum but ye fi say time na empanyimfo ne de match ni be share ho na moyen so ne nyina ne say we the House of Folk ye season ya start ye Kwaku ye ntimi an rest players an rest bebre oni ye de start season no ye start ye so an ye de kwa Africa so and Africa ye call ye ankoyi ubiza na ofasabra ye birim ye niso ye pae na fe de niso tan say na say una de aka ho asem so anye ye dada ye biri ya there is a birim de America sa ye biri ya ye niso tan and ye buy league enkoyi mai aye kochire kojo ye kwa kakra na yewi nti ase boys ne brain injuries ne niam bibiri affect you. First round you break you 1 week, man for 1 week break you bi because you was standing match. Oh, is a Kotokone has matches so energy near my communo a different from any other match. Because we are coast stadium and this year. So what is that never come no boys now what day in the brain no. And then Kogwana and Pempino say a ball cause and Kotoko 2 teams here next match is Viana Edimai because of energy boys no SZT. So what I say, ya bo kotoko nani. Say you say Friday Saturday ya bo Legon Cities House of Folk. Ne Friday ya me bo sa me bo kotoko biem. Na ne Wednesday ya san so bo wafa. It doesn't make sense to us.
Na say no. Adena George Free be crying more than the bereaved.
The BA supporters.
Most supporters na musu mpenufo no so hu ne normal.
Mpenufo na sem no. I say we are so be your papa no.
Obi edi ye jo.
I say obi your papa no how. So say ye be kwai ompanyin kakra.
Moko Africa.
Aha, so ye kwasa no. Enti mpenufo ndo mutimi twa ompanyin anim ka say ye mo.
Okay, ndi mu na mbotimi aka.
Na bi say ye ne so enti endo ICC ni e share ne esi da bi we die. Because minimum technical team no.
Yeah, we say moji scan na mudi akomo se for papa na de ngoma ni.
Oh, that be na dey very yes scan. Kwaku enya. Kwaku ye share no. And ye say ye hwe niam bebre. And of course we say
Agesi ajuba ni ma ye asemi bi ni o.
Oh, Kwaku say
o kan okumkom.
Okumkom
No hakuma si dwomfo ma.
Aha.
Oya no de abayefo akopam omo ne ade o ma mi we ya o so obi entue 11 cedi. My tia wouldn't say job consider after 3 months or said that job. No, Sunday above video which so do my back. Oh, no, come Miss Row. Nana, my dinner, Miss Row, my me, one city between you. No, anybody garden, hey, you know, one city man.
It's going to one. Let's go, just can't get through. 1 million every day. Well, we don't know that I say. Yeah, say paying for. Yeah, and cast me and show my paying munyam. And I even crowd time in a moi. There's a Kotokona as a born in less than 2 weeks when I'm mobile. It's not helping. Oh, David Pacho, when you coach us. Na coach no cast as no. Sa cast as only yes, I know Kai.
Now, where's Yeboah?
Yes, I know Kai. Or they has junior team back Kotoko.
Intimation, no, and Casa West Kotoko.
Move on, go on, division 1.
Kwaku workers as anonymous and university can be elbow. No university camp no ground. E pay for you say about one Monday.
Let's ask my junior team now. Yeah. Now for your careers, I was one Kasa.
One Kasa on the best show. Or say Kotoko to me.
And no.
And as I say, so supporters is league in Tiaba senior team.
John Fa over us and go on draw. One go draw now. And I'm on
Kwaku, yes, I'm coach the Gaza. I say match your best performance. Of the season. And I coach in the on the best game, no, Lagos City.
It took Kotoko to bring the best out of us. And the coach is say on the best match in Lagos City. I said,
Uncle Fargo house voice no going to buy.
Oh, Debbie. Ogum Diano kind officer or no. Has coach if he disrespect because ultimate catch him say ball am born in here na just me new share papa what I say it is so what can say the name so my catch us me me cover us about ultimate share
and match after toto after to because your boss Sunday we here.
Any program match.
Any program match.
Say you nim say babo.
Oh bizaga for no crowd money.
After thought for how to folk and
no for Gaka for organizers no.
Oh how?
Amunim. Ya boy we no.
Say so man also ahead of time.
Let's say come on
on this particular day babo has na kotoko.
About local games cash cows you kotoko na ase.
Yeah tiase. But then can no more program that. Before I become outstanding match radio, so Kotoko has become president cup.
Okay, on for all last ngwe so. Into anka o do kwayiru mu ya no aka se ba kusto sa.
David, that's all yes and fine because no plan Gaka for is not helping them for publicity. Because and you focus in your league match several.
But Kobe Jones, you know why I disagree with you. Ghana your calendar ya the boy born. Any sky place need no DS kapa. Uche Europa, team back to me bob 4 competitions a season. Now make back go boy excuse.
Now all of it now a program.
Kwaku,
a program ahead. You said this particular day match where the particular day
so you plan for it.
Program or not. Players are to me born 91-20 minutes prepare for a whole season.
No, but Kwaku, and so yes a comparison because our infrastructure is different. Travel arrangement different. No.
Guinness every cup na
no boy. Kwaku as much boy. Onim say metie Piso Musmani ne interview. He was complaining about our pitch. Onim say complain about pitch no. Na because yeah ball no me na aduma badu na cho. The problem ya pitch no.
But they say they are we say Omega so no ayo.
Omega say me na mai.
Omega say dey yam boy kura no say me yam go so.
David na dey no dey dey be boy team no ne here enye dey because go enye kodo on dey obi enso no.
Enu echi na mimim kod. Ya obi jan say
Kwaku, the ten say. Kwaku, the ten say. Enya Kotoko no bi so.
Enya no news show.
But say kasi e ma bebo. But the point is oh ya bebo na e bebo pa so. But the point is ya bebo but
Kwaku say some na e ka no ntia tie yi.
Sasa
ka to on ye shemo wan ka say sie ka kire mu se mo.
Yeah, onim say Kotoko ne has here. Say the onim Kwaku nim say Kotoko has supporters say play role pa. So what you say?
Ala malam nsi tam nye.
Bacho yem consult Thomas Olympia. Kwaku na dey ka se ma dey malam some kwa. Over stadium Sunday. Oh malam be na hu.
We na Kotoko vajo mu mienu. Baku fesia bompaye. Has for so the bus mienu mi say go mu nya yi.
Na bus bi ja bus ba ku dey buy. You say bus ba ku dey buy e family. Ya junior team ni dey ba ko. E na senior team ti ba ko mo ni.
Malam ne kai.
Malam be Kwaku. Kwaku malam be.
Kwaku gena malam ya.
Kotoko timba kuma bana mu bomba ya maje muti.
Ene bizawa.
Ano ke taba Kotoko pie ye no me o map no. omo players no omo training kit no omo share should be any count players me quiet 3 years we got some we be your ball you do your first cash munya nkrase say mun oh
Kwaku nti asem checha
obi ba park na ordinary ne nkwala the junior team so
problem na be na we say ka ba ko dey na call up baby
I'm won't be paying. Georgie do time. All blast look at the post.
Oh, Saturday.
Yes, Malam, they say, well, we'll go back fence, over you 2-0. And I'm going to go for you, go catch it home. And I George Siani, President Pokumon, got it school, then BH and the almost on my face. And the all blast for form junior team. And a bus. And if you can't even room, and I'm going to go for you, all blast for a boy, being. Omure muna ngogwani sandano. Aji bi we are ya. Malam direction wa kudu.
Wait, it has nothing to do with Malam.
Me who ye team la bi play mu na do za tu mkono wa bomba fa me ko fa achu mutu. So mu frɛ say to.
Performance na you put.
Now you just see a day no we are no eno empire na we.
Aji bo mu betumi abobo na ma na efe. Bo dey efe. Munya isa de no.
Yeah, bo me efe. Enu eti na bo na.
Kwaku obi 2 passes about
I know everybody. I arrest Kwaku. National team Kwaku Kwaku everybody. Obi abo abasi.
Me bedu fie bo was and then yeti obo school to na so me bia che pa. Obi abo abasi.
Obo ni dia fe ba dia say.
Na ye wait ya.
Muyi malam ni free mas.
Malam hey.
na da mu di malam e be shame by force.
Malam ye ko udu stadium ntemo.
O ba na malam o.
O so be petit bibi.
O say.
O say hwe so bigu be.
This time malam direction anya. This time going to go as we are malam anga so mpiti ade.
Aye go keep person dia dia ko wala ko sabe o nke no mase.
When of I catch them fire no one chemu mu pebeka. Ba ko fa ni kira ba ko husband so say.
Anyway,
but it's us up to the beauty.
That's all by when is he? O ba so any
Oh yes. Oh, you see now.
Go keep person just say na offer.
Oh, they say me position. You bought a Henry Yabu Bonacutia. You bought Premier League 18 clubs. Ubia with 3 goalkeepers, 54 goalkeepers. Now go for 4th division, British so medal blaster now I guess I'll go to an original. Henry Wantis. Oh, yeah, mommy go to me come on now. Go to himself some can go baby.
No, but we no, and you say
I only about warfare. No, Papa Dika go Bobby Saturday. Why do I was there? Manuari, any Waka said the Moko de cash, any young
Ebay. Supporters, we are the soul of the club. I don't believe you are now some factor inside.
Malam is in to each other.
Oh,
I am ready any day.
You're ready.
Ready any day.
Are the soul of the club.
No correct.
The supporters are the soul of the club.
Now you want to mean you.
There was a Nanti, Nanti, to Benfoni team. Nanti, the master of the own class alone come. Come.
That will have been sorry. But when I got what I said,
no, what do you want to master cassette much in the overbunny for auntie?
That was sorry. Some years sorry, but I said, as one minute.
He didn't hear sorry. He didn't hear sorry. Crack a BM.
When you are dancing,
I because you're out of the mood you.
But on the more serious, no, Kobe, Yamokan being for Tiana still are.
No, but yeah, catch on. But I say, send him Kai, you know. It has become difficult for them. Yeah. To be honest with you. So both teams in here. Nothing you can Kotoko
so omon person bobo match no.
Anya you can.
Oh, omu fi say tight. Too tight. Oh.
We are my main share. Kotoko calendar. Kotoko ba no be boa. Well, Oko Pichim United.
No one competition power born when you want match extra one. Me dey nyam one. And then those days Ghana football na me van is in Africa and Cameroon free man Casilla and Camobo.
But I said no program.
But Kwaku
Kwaku a program.
Kwaku has Kotoko no. It takes a lot to play the match.
Kwaku I saw my hair can. asama ya kan wa fa le trada
Kasi ko to ko nyeso fiti ya no ko japa ko na wo bolu
asama kana mutaza mala msinde nyamsa osida
but hasa ko to ko yamoni
sawo energy ne wo bewo players na what dey on be that kwanye
psychological ko so tuni players no mo
enye better sa amo ko to ko fo no kranim
nti psychological dey dem you
Every communication director,
go bien no we can not
I would malam na nyade malam na nyade anyade
okay Henry Asante Twum FA Kasamafo
say ye dey ho ba do nya
we dey say mo wa so supporters mo na mo bo no nti mo na mo mekire coach tameye na bibi say apart from say mo ko park ko bo sama mo
ogun ntwa sam we so
na nte kakra
ntwa so kakra
oh asem
ko na nte na dey na okay
they mo ni ma
ya ka the supporters are the soul of the club so what you say yeah my team no players on no mo hu ya
they are in two ways ba ko ye physical support no ba ko say o fitaja mu ma
fitaja mu dey I na can baby sani
we closing our eyes on reality blast na
supporter
yeah you supporters are no we yes our blast team here group of supporters so we yes but who's Africa you ever say we can correct kon as obi enu word ni kan go park ba yen kan
say tell unim say nya normal match unim
no me ka say e bia mala am si date ni nya so mo
yen consult mala
na se football nya so abofo ni ebo
we have to two serious kai that way we
un ka say do bomb pa ye mayemum
okay
enya malam
okay
do bomb pa ye
ko gbe ye players dey house no dey
utimi bie bible utimi bie Quran utimi
so for see date ni nya
so for
just always on pa be di show
we see en kan your bomb pa
so empire dey obi tim bomb pa yo u kura tim bomb pa
spiritual leader see date ni nya
yeah I would have found sa
Kwaku mejoso
Kwame Dwomoh kwaba
uni amejoso
yeah Kwame Henry season no say the offer di kan no akogu offer to so mienu no ye to aso as FA mo ye mo analysis no e dey na ko ye dey na nko ye se improve dey na ko ye se ye retaining na ye improve upon.
Well, Kwaku, say share football no in this way now we analysis now you need to look at it in different departments because we are no only focused on results no on the pitch there will be a mistake infrastructure wise technical refereeing results on the pitch and as a performance on the pitch and as a spectating we are no few over marketing includes publicity TV and live games I will show and this broad but I can say your first half now your boy you know my in crunch GDA say if we are able to do the right things we able to get results on and off the pitch mamindi kan embo teams 18 nyina ba so say obia eye na femu de their individual clubs no to push the brand Ghana Premier League no so ade I was say ye show mun kran ye sign ball ma ba so say respective clubs from Kotoko to Bechem to Brekum, Chelsea, Hearts Suffolk, Great Olympics, 11 Wonders, Wafa, omo da for more crowd, Ubia, Eyen and Neman, Kakran, Eddie Pushy, brand Ghana Premier League, you know. I know, there have been a few issues about the quality of pitches I bobo no so a major issue because I take it international dimension. Until we free one ye. Until if say your two biggest clubs you sue the national stadium na still and Crawford Babontin ebe kan one say we still have problem with our pitches not just as a nation, you know, I was say yeah pager sa department, you know, na yeah share the year because Piso Mosimani today as we speak is a huge brand in world football. It's a huge brand in world football. To have him discuss what biggest game in your calendar. Now I can say, oh, we infrastructure. Now I will say, yeah, page mukakra no. Actually, say, yeah, baby, sinto kakra. I will say, yeah, di hujuma. Technical issues. One say about 2 seasons ago, if you take a decision, say, Obia or person coach or Premier League, Bia must hold a license A, no. It be more anti-here, but I think that we are beginning to see the positive effect of that particular decision, you know. So we are license A coach, at least a certain pedigree. And here Premier League coaches are coaching in our Premier League from Prosperity Ogum, Samuel Bodu, Maxwell Kunadu, and all the other Anowo Kamo, more experience, more pedigree, and they who say enya insusan so papa e game na ye bono on the field of play. The challenges are there. The positive sides you can also look at it, but collectively, no Mijidi say we all have a role to play. The media, the supporters, the clubs, all the stakeholders, the NSAR, pitches no do na show maseno, individual clubs no as well. Almost maintaining our pitches no. I was saying you but together. Na ye pe okwanya ye be fa so a ye game no betumi edru mpempen so a ye nyina ye pese edru no. If you have a credible winner, and for that matter team a wabomodin winning league, you know, credibly oko Africa okote oman anim na fe ode nkunim so ebre oman no. I think the first half has been good. There are a few issues we need to look at again. Refereeing is one of them. Infrastructure is one of them. Publicity as also I feel the decision to put more games on TV so she say you to me ashimukina but okani nyina bomwa me to me aka say ya pick a lot of valuable lessons from your first rounder beginning echna wafa any kimfizer ebo so gakopeno ye be pese ye be dane nyoma ni kakra na ya sachira nyoma sene ebe ya season no ebe ko jojo na aba ewie papa.
Okay, pesa about subio Kwame
unia
Lagos cities egoye
yeguso kakraka
yesi mu motivation ni mu performance no emfa the apparel.
Well mate sankomo no fiti time aye ba league no as Lagos cities enye as Wild Stars as Lagos cities no sign near my into no naturally no attention e ba so kakra into for all that we did off the pitch no me sure say nanko bi a say ke be reflected on the pitch as well and share that enko yi in that direction at least in the last 2.5 seasons. Our first season no crampo the see twem into no records no crampo ye share that emfa last season ye break akra until the very last year, now you to me ensure your survival for this season. To me, Ichifa 11 wonders for at the survive here. This season, it's been a bit tough because after 17 matches, now here and Mark Dodua Yenya Ubekase nke exama in kayintimi inya 50% cry. But I always say league no dear a year marathon and yes sprints. Into no a bit me about say be our first round no near my enshada enkuyi. But for all you know, no second round no things could get better. What shall you start to the season? Because I say first week, incidentally, first match of the season, near any Hasselhoek, won't cry ha. Your ball 0-0, your second match, you out to you, and so a ball cry ha, you chomo 3-2. We're very confident, say Nanyama Ebe Kososa, but Konesa, but in the last 5 or 6 matches, no, out of a possible bay 18 points, no, it's me and ya, emu bay 11 woho, you winning me and sa, ya draw me no, and you lose Subakope within that time frame. I believe, say, going into the second round, no, some momentum now. The ball the last 6 matches in the first round of the Ghana Premier League no yebekoso atwasosa with at least 17 more matches to go in the second round of the Ghana Premier League. Okay,
but from the journalistic perspective, your impression of the season, player quality, technical issues, infrastructure like he said.
for me, one of the biggest things was the number of matches Yitiminya Akwenya Edehe. Kaneno ABR the whole week ABR one match per and a beba TV so it be crown pani bin puma this ABR unya some highlights from one or two sources and now will be on the camera Kwaku cha AB or the Kwaku to YouTube and also when 90 minutes ABR goals people but at least in the last 2-3 years it's mean an average of about 4-5 matches. I always say product untimin ka ho asem product untimi kan ho asem but the more no the more ultimi kan ho asem eto be Albert see player be ball baby go be a watch nso yehu da but at least in the last 5 years yehu saniama we nyina yehu all the other selling points yehu all the challenges ubeka yehu all the negatives and then yema ebetimi asesa ebetimi ama ye league na akwa enim. I'm sure say key amongst them no dey san common matia the quality of players, the quality of the pitches, the quality of officiating unya nyina 100% that it's almost impossible even a man on the crown pa ya na impempi ye dey ho tutu omo no apart from the big clubs if you like some of the clubs do play at facilities wo TV so na bedwin say bi asanet here but what ko physically and said that in this rosa there is a pitch in England West London in Fulham for stadium say match in New Honoma Craven Cottage it say area has small park but it's Sunset Stadium near Ketikitinti a drew match there no match is come who could drew Honoma obedient said one but Abia not answered answer I always say for a year community clubs no Omo Abuapa Abia Bichim Abia Karela Abia Mediama because beyond their bases no almost support bases instead of nationwide. Into they are able to concentrate a lot on their bases, improve their pitches, improve their support base, and then more for. And over the years, look at these community clubs. Some of the best players in the Ghanaian Premier League almost always come from there. And the player be to say Ganiyu. Mihu Ganiyu, it was about 6-7 years ago. That I know see Akanyema Wow Stars and Obesin Ko Karela. And then you're watching this so and there are so many other players that you can mention in the league. These community clubs are baby community clubs no eco form. But the moment on Bedru Kotokone has no more about huge brands. And for me, I would say generally the league has been quite impressive, at least almost every week. Minya Akwenya Shebe at least a minimum of 3 matches. Matches no be coinciding with the matches in T. Ebi ana mean to me here. But at least a minimum of about 3 or 4 matches there. Minya Akwenya here. And I'll say the standards are high, but of course things can always be better.
Okay. My final question na minyao. Adebakwa over the years in fact under President Kwasi Nyantechi minininya one-on-one encounter. And I make a change say your national team adena on mine like Ghana obi to me go king wo Ghana na on merit a senior national team. I would be very difficult say elsewhere the whole country will be emerge as best player no national team on fit in na as FNO like England did after South Africa 2010 you realize that obia can EPL asem but then on national team egu and on koye esa regulation say each English club should register a certain percentage of players from players of English talents. Yes. And at least after 2010 you say on national team inti Argentina your local league no even 5% quota as a way of motivating the players and then as a way of improving the image of the league because so be enya kwan kwaya starter or Black Star no oba because we about Ghana Premier League nina a way of branding the league so we really need to 1 year discuss so league no enye parliament and constituency and I'm saying when my didn't make us we need to carry no I convinced but when to me implement it me can say ever since I'll be there as every president tournament be a between 10 and 15% of the players we take along. Bare 4 to 5 players. Omo kick ball.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, omo foreign based players on better bench give bonus no makodi. Ndi na sa kwota no fan promote league. me cry my adwene mu aso and me man list to hwem tournament we 4 players on Bobi on your foreign base we be 5 on Bobi we be no see my adwene mu aso but I thought he was going to give it a thought when to me I implement it and that this FA the same thing if you say there's a way we can go around this Anna.
Okay, Kwaku, they met me I can't afa ho an say today's local player is tomorrow's foreign player. Player now we hear him and as a player now we pray amano say ebi an modern boy ekonkan like you are saying ebi our go king. Mekai I think around 2011 Emmanuel Clotti we need go king. If I remember, he later ended up in Esperance and all that. Yeah. Oh, we need go. Emer's a league no crampus our season. Ya 2012. Ya no na. Into that local player now will fight for say ebi ankasa akutano ka obesum no. League ne koso kwampuku last season. The first round no cry ya or said 7 or 8 goals if I remember. Yeah. 13 out of the 17 matches in the first round. No ko. Into that player no crampa ebi we just saw space na man no say oh ebi or no local numa or you're strong. I did bet you know a drab abruchi. It's a honor no beka say ebia the next in line and so embre moana. But
me feel say whatever it is local league in Nyaboda.
Any
set of players ye nyaida. See yes our quota system now. Adeba ko be solve ni say Kwaku Yeboah na me management committee member. Na mpese me fa kwoti kwan so ko fam player be shima because of sakota no. Obana ni standard no of mo bi antwema no.
Kwaku, I think say it's going to be a very difficult one. The NC American is an say, if we see her, Brazil and Argentina, many sure say, Oko local liga, sabi players no more on almost standard no form, almost standard near very, 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 very high. But just like our situation, player or Bobo or Brazil, player or Bobo or Uruguay, player or Bobo or Argentina, player or Bobo or Paraguay, Uruguay, Peru, Chile, so our countries that was South America honumina. When he ban so adia better no nam Spain, adia better no nam Portugal, adia better no nam Italy. It's even there with all the quality that they have no crown put me sure say ebi idea will propose is something that they have thought of. Because
say England for decision no.
Exclusive
to England. Yes, you with me exclusive to us. Have to be a conventional.
The last English player or call baby Sebi a far kakra. Michael Owen or call Real Madrid one season when who so 1 year debut. David Beckham or call Real Madrid ecosystem.
No, what I'm saying, or realize
that is 1 out of how many years?
Whether I'll baby on Kobe, or realize it say, me league ye good, me national team. This is the policy I'm name bomb national team. Yensu as on mine. If we say Ebia above African ranking, that's the Asante first 10 year boom. But the clubs in terms of ranking, you need to be vigilant. Yes, we are taking this measure to protect our league.
It is a great idea.
Positive and negatives of
it is a great idea.
Decision you take, not to
it is a very great idea. But even England, it wasn't just homegrown talents at DNO. They spent £200 million at developing St. George's Park. In this over here, Mekai say as far as 1993,
and we had 3D pitch.
Under 20 semi-final. You chomu 2-1. That time na Nicky Bambi no money idea. But they realize say most of these players know when they get to a certain level and in fact into almost spend this as can now develop in George's Park in the last 5 years and 70 or Magic World Cup and 20 or Magic World Cup. Now England as a national team or more competition in the last 2 years World Cup semi-final Euro 2020 Euro 2020 the 2021 and also Omaka could do final. For them they know say the talent is from the base and almost can so now they are developing. In the last 5 years the number of English players are almost back through the ranks. Or the 2 year they no at that base no sabi yenisa as can be. They are tossing you almost every single player you see here today or Pablo Chaco. Look at the case of Egypt, for example. The conditions are such that Mekai said 2019.
You don't think that Saudi and I are creating counter play be a Pablo Chaco.
Because the conditions here.
Me bought Premier League. My winning best goalkeeper. Now me tell you go for 4th division goalkeeper where UK have so better. You are motivating me something to go.
Well, no. Befan say apart from this particular situation with Jojo Wallacott, I'm sure say in the last. At least in my lifetime, goalkeepers are yafano. We can't have too much qualms about it. Only Lena Nordian say Walcott na the best goalkeeper. That's another conversation altogether. I don't think so. Going forward,
apart from Walcott, there are players are Omabo Premier League. We can't take time.
amfa omo ko dra Abusia na from
Oko South Africa na friend Blackstar.
Well, it's an America say, star player now when you done so no with the national team no. Ebet me abane say na ye monitor player another. You can only call 23 or 24 at a time. It's a woman monitor no. Ebi I remember when I know drag Abusia.
Well, who no go be South Africa na who no.
So monitoring statistic.
Go pressure.
Monitoring statistic.
Make I was it Jima?
Edwin
Jima, yeah. No South Africa.
Edwin Jima.
No, can you know wow stars if I remember? And no PM South Africa. Richard Ofori. No and no PM South Africa. Daniel J goalkeeper. No and no PM Abruchi. So as for Sako Tanedie, I honestly think say although it is a good idea no. It be very difficult to implement because player now when he that no so say maybe I will pray for him.
Na
so the no corner so one be so be
come again.
What the no corner be so yeah
even say who was club administrator. So we play a free national team camp ba. The sort of atmosphere around him in the team quite different.
O say you be kwa kusia do.
Exactly. Kwame Yamfana. Ne level of exposure and everything changes and affecting the colleagues, you know say.
Sure. And also but the national team men can see opinion question and teach there no so. Ukoye no sa no akwa no parliament o. Untimi o modern born e be chere say e frɛ o.
Problem with that statement. The association belongs to the FA. Even one more regulations if you call her it's infringes on human rights. Yet on make us a association. Indeed,
but for a national team, me this is what I believe. Se player na yadie na so see akan wo Cambodia kra akofano. Na ukoye no quota. Ebi a wedja 5 spaces, 4 spaces, bear 6 or 7 whatever. Na say just because of spaces in no o kofa obi oba abeshim na ebi obi a wa ma no ni esan say ebi a omo numbers da so no ntino untimi nkofa na ono so beka say enye fair enye the fault say osi akan wa
abrochiri something to protect the interest of your league any year kan
program say
and America say the FA has a regulation ye na ye nim say Ghana emra no e supreme I can say obi eye wade na enye without him court but the FA says so court amepa mo say human right infringement yet eye duma it's up to the FA say me panam mpe. You get it?
Well, they can decide, but for me, dear, I feel strongly say when it comes to the national team, as long as you are good enough, that's a coach. No, you say we are good. That's what beats me about. Who see I can't work Cambodia, Cranny, and
see, who say many back and forth because who say football and even daily lives, precedents. Yeah, this Yemra, yeah, no be pray. Okay, John Pence walk up.
Yeah.
And your national team no over the years, and I'm not talking about Curtin administration. Over the years, you know, sir, unfairness na your day player selection. Say such a quota bar. Obi aba feeling because every I can okay. You're not 10%.
Unfairness, no, a opinion, and I say, I did that.
Now, they won't take
maybe I mean, maybe I'll if I'm not premier to
quota system, no crowd has unfairness, even more. Because quota system, you are
team coaching. And no better scouting. Says, league, maybe a rounds. Or a say compose really offer players 5. Kwaku said the best 5.
Kwaku
and was selected.
Kwaku na coach na no ko select no. O no pe player oba fit into ni you nya de o fees o ya de o.
Oba fit into the.
Oba fit into the team.
Na onya de o fit the.
Na so na kan.
Obi bet me a good but on
fit into the team.
They see dey bia.
Wala ko to goalkeeper si ni na de ne fe ni. Wala ko to. Say goalkeeper si di ya de ne fe wala ko to buy.
Ebi on fees on 15.
We feel say yeah e be boa.
Kwaku human institution.
Say Uncle Dubai, one make final squad. But Oba back ni na you to say
in the last year, no the modern boko.
Maybe I'm thinking there should be a way to motivate.
But said they're okay. But said they're okay. And they say it me friend Black Stars. You ever friend Ganu? You friend Alasa. But I mean, you catch you be some make catch us Alasa. You more in a who Ganu ne oh. Opinion. That is my opinion. But Ebia, Nipana or friends who fees a Ganu no here. And in that case, no work as a fairness or. You still talk about the unfairness.
No, but me what I'm saying is that there should be a measure to protect the league's interest. That's my point. As for Enyafe, Enyamra, and only we can argue all day. But if the FA decides to say this is my league, This is the step I want to take to protect the interest of the league.
Kwaku na fan say if na decide this na e bia sa 5 quote de bia ya from dreams in quan place yes omo nya ade omo ya ade enu
the photo check me fan say
omo ya ade
before then the bit me say we say debate, a lot of ideas are coming up. The bit me is okay, criteria are different players into the national team, let's make it public. You make it public, we are. So if Kwame Dwomoh and say okay, the minimum first of all in the club football ebia minimum first division, ebia kwabruchira minimum championship, ebia number of matches per season minimum ebia 20, ebia until sa criteria down to Kwame Dwomoh local play obia de toto wa teke.
Thank you. It is a minimum ya okay, minimum championship minimum first division meboa. Now say me fan say ye fair 5 na ye Fred Dreams Premier 3 na abo minimum 20 and 25 when then that's what I'm saying. Unfairness in the still and people will still complain.
Kwaku, but at least ye nya bibia ma local league. Kwaku, as you complain you never cease.
Kwaku,
man so dey mami Henry na mbra so say dey Henry,
let's not be interested in this matter.
Okay,
I only communicated the
decision.
Okay. Okano. Senye funding na. Enye lack of funds anka enye problem.
Yeah.
Lack of funds in the sense say at any given point in time no, I was in solid local blasters ready for any match.
Yeah.
What do I say? Out of the pool of these solid local blasters no. In a bit more monitor a replacement into the national team.
In Egypt, for instance, I said, okay, it is mandatory for coach now or coachy home-based national team to be part of the
senior national
team technical bench.
No, but that's all invariably no foreign
I don't know what I say a policy to
no because their leagues are stronger.
It is stronger, but it is stronger. But I believe we say Obia Obobol or Egypt no. There's little difference between Obi Obobol and Obobo.
Yeah, because they have the infrastructure.
They have the And at any given point in time, in 1976 Olympic Games, Olympic Games don't call them. Or every player be invited into the national team come in preparation for the Olympic Games. No, they didn't participate in the league.
Yeah,
you can excuse that because yes, but there's a way out. A bit me aye. Say Legon City's player has to folk player. We at the end of the season, they are thrown into camp. Into whilst we are on holidays now, some national team no camp in preparation for. Not for any tournament, but in preparation for any other tournament. And all these players, are ready to feed into the senior national team.
Academic house and
something like that. But say Ebasi Ebo League Ukraine be release Oma. Those days it release uko utimu Friday aba back to camp. Enti ahoye national team camp ema Osaki change ema ubi bia sesa. Uhu say me national team material. What I say enti out of this pool no anytime bia you want international friendly will rely on amanone for no beba. What I say, but international friendlies, just friendly, no. These are areas can say you're channeling players, into play into those and to build their confidence. The tournament itself, everyone more local blasters, some of them can easily fit into the senior national team. But sir, Yakobo Nigeria, home and away. Yes, Ghanaian yadi o league nim. Mohamed Alhassan yadi o league nim. Iti enfane kono. O disciple and ko jina FIFA so on be gu nim ase asa abetran
because one prepare
no. So I say the question of local players ye be nya into the national team yadi say ye dwe hu ye. And yadi
they issue our preparation here pa.
Yadi say fan say league Salif Ibrahim are standing. Why the best player of the league? Tifano Blasters. Oh, rational. Obasa Befia. On we are the career crab.
And okay, only say I said we are okay because I've run down to Amibisa and Hansem. I had a chat with him. and I'm busy. I don't know for your little boys in the bar or mom movie. Also, I'm confidence of them.
The difference between local player and foreign player, your confidence. A ball nankasa ya boni there. So we change kakrabia obehumbo. Obo solid our national team. By your confidence. Officer sometimes I'll do camp kra. And yama wo hono kra no on be depressing.
Yeah.
Depressing and you know my rush into say because in the name of say my league you know a fight you know young Russia players into the national team yeah say you beat but you prepare your players no anytime be a was solid local blasters na no after all local blasters some more competitions some more some competitions beba but we ma chan ne bedura na ya selection B ya
funding and I said this is
good funding and I'm just say I been say be say all those pool of players don't
Kwame kan no so bawo local blasters ya come we actually be called Dubai
no you fit say league no ya do so unya bo and unya FA Cup bo ko ni na replace
but as whether the over standard no e was different
but still yenya
empty stadium was stadium
because you do 2000 you do any TP Mazembe
2000
TP Mazembe qualification to the Champions League that last match no now I think the stadium was 75,000 capacity or so cha now Kwame old stadium hall no dabi old stadium so they said omo move ko omo stadium hall near 20,000 or something yeah has players be rap park and so no mu crowd no almost about dressing room.
Oh, there be must any has players. Even Black Stars.
Yes.
You know qualifier.
Yes.
I'm say 2006 qualifier.
2003. Yakobo 1-1. Ewo ho. Yakobo 1-1 wo ho. Mata stadium.
Stephen Apia rap park one. And no Pia ma kan na ko inside. Just to go inside them and say no maba.
Yes. So one share that they won't be more biada. All this in a factor into yes. Now chance any nyama e koso no. Enye easy. Enti inviting a local player into the Blasters it comes with a lot of things. What you say? Enti no my rush them into it, but let us think let's think aloud about it. So, let's think loud about it. I think like funding.
Honestly, me moment here.
What you say?
Me moment here. I feel say a very disrespectful to our league. Say you 54 Premier League goalkeepers. Never go for 4 division goalkeepers on a medal blaster. He walks straight into number 1 position. Midi ball me be that.
No, I know they are.
But of the 5 division about Krana say, oh you're good. Now the action say oh you're good. I don't have an issue. But you will say buying all deficiencies go there. So you will say ultimately the night crashing because modern goalkeeping. As ultimately unai blocking balls.
So even if you're good walking straight first game. There we go. Hey, I know what
yes, because your number 1 was injured. Which refer to number 1.
Now number 1, number 2, number 3. No, number 1 Prano was 2 and 3 go for
2 and 3. No, 2 and 3.
No, 2 and 3. But 2 and 3.
Have we had a 2 and 3? He gets collapse, but he's not good enough. He's not good enough. But for me, he's not
good enough. He's not good enough.
Messi admitted. Your friend was in the second choice in the end.
I know the problem no. Assembly be no mama example.
Only amount that power.
Me mom there. Criteria for selection to the Blasters. That's another thing.
On the confidence level, it's because he's going through the ranks.
Yeah.
And the man is our confidence, you know. So what I say,
17-20. National team now.
Apart from the all you know, the strength and way with national team so everyone.
Yeah.
Because I know.
Yeah, what the confidence?
No, quite encourage your boys.
The confidence.
What was that? So you went to me the more any opportunity to be part of the team, but at least and also build the culture aspect culture na ye kan say the be a onya opportunity na enye huma
but the international friends
and the test for this come first in there
enya competitions
unfortunately because of COVID
international friendlies this is one particular area. You do the test a place in watch out. Confidence. But so no free man.
25 years. Our chief for division. 25 years. But let's not emphasize so much on him. They're talking in general terms. General terms. But players from our national league in
one exceptional case of Mihu as
apart from Olele, any Razak. Almost no good keepers here local keepers. Apart from Olele, any Razak. Keepers here we local keepers. Over the years. Olele any Razak pet. Na Olele no wa bruche and then Razak no wa bruche. Owa Kenya na Pendo, Jojo, mention them.
At a point in time, for some
and
Amamu, Kwaraseni Amamu ni kwa na so omukrom ba
they didn't walk straight into the team.
Kwaku, just to help the discussion. Maybe before I will be moving on. Before you even name squad for the AFCON. There was a meeting before the press conference. They now press conference naming squad. No, one of the issues that came up was the fact say Yebisa Olele say why in the pecking order. Why in a year 1? Why in a year 2, 3, 4, 5? Because he had about out of the 4 now they call tournament, he had about 6 goalkeepers on his list. He move 4 and they call tournament. Ewo Cameroon. Now Yebisa on the question. The question Yebisa on the question, the response was highly technical.
Okay.
That you couldn't fault him. Or say only number 1. Or say only goalkeepers are. Oma omu nyina who say omu ye potential number 1. Enti wa free 4 but 4 or the unknown who example say for instance in 2006 before I called Germany he was nowhere near the team or cite say example say he was nowhere near the team. Now I call out of the team since 2000 can 2000 I'll call off until 2006 and now I'm afraid no. But actually one match it was a friendly
match
and that was when Debbie too much about Jamaica and about South Korea Jamaica and about South Korea Stuttgart actually how much you know a Honor Doya friend catcher say you are going to be my number 1 for the tournament. It's for him. No. And for him, no. Onemi 4 goalkeepers. 4 goalkeepers now. Onemi potentially no. Or per se, omunina have the capacity to keep the post. And that was his explanation. And once Omar's explanation, Obiane is okay. If that is the case,
so match by match basis. Every match he can select any
every match he can select any of them. Yes, to be the number 1. Fine. And then you read football. But Yekodru tournament, you know, he decided that Wallacott keeps the first game. That was a decision he took. Subsequently, or the other matches, Ankoye, exit here. But within the last 4 years, who has been our safest pair of hands? Richard Ofori. Richard Ofori, if you are, who was his deputy? Okay. goalkeepers.
Claiming that he trains everybody. Say, "Obey me, Ada." And it's all the guys say, "Oh, no one is brand new. How do I take?"
Oh no. We have had all the labor. Only 1 year crowd. All the argument now here. It doesn't come in crowd. All the came 6 months ago. I'm a Richard Ofori. It was Najau who was the goalkeeper's trainer. All this while. And I changing Najau. It's been 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, it's true.
The Richard Ofori era doesn't come in. Even in AFCON 2019. It was under a different goalkeeper's trainer. It was under Nassau. So what I say? We have had different goalkeepers trainers.
Who are Olele was part of the team. Olele was the goalkeeper's trainer.
Where?
For Egypt. Olele was the goalkeeper's trainer. But no foreigner.
Okay. But Meme can the appointment recently. No
foreign. Number one. Okay, so he's been in. Felisana is here.
Okay, so he's been in and out.
Yeah.
It make say within the last 6 months. Within the last 6 months. Within the last within the last 1 year. Consistently, we have had goalkeeping issues.
I do not think so.
No, Kwaku. No, let's do the analysis well. Richard Ofori got injured in a game in Cape Coast.
Ofori no cry no
and for about 1 year, almost 1 year or more.
We have not had.
Yeah, try by 4 goalkeepers. In the absence of Richard Ofori.
Yes.
Yes. Setting. So really. We have had
issues
almost 1 year.
You try.
About Razak. No,
you try Danlad. You try.
No,
Danlad has been with the team since the under 20 AFCON. Menkasa watch match. He was in the list until it was chopped off for them.
But because they are trying now, just
as in a game situation. Okay.
I in a game situation. You try. Because they are trying because I try. He has been with the team or never be that.
If you have a national team within a year where you should be 4 different goalkeepers.
We are struggling for a goalkeeper.
There is an issue. That is where I want us
to solve that issue is to bring in a 4th division goalkeeper.
If that was his technical decision at the time, it was his decision at the time.
There's also money top 15 goalkeepers.
Say
50.
Oh how?
I see 50 1-5.
I'm gonna say 50.
I see 1-5.
Also 1-5.
No, but
there is nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong for him monitoring
15 goalkeepers. I have a problem with him coming out to say he's monitoring 15 goalkeepers. But if indeed he's monitoring 50 goalkeepers, it's part of the job. You must scout for talent. To monitor 50 or 100, it is normal.
Mason.
Yeah.
Honestly, me about
officially, we invite him in. Officially, we need
and St. Phillips in
St. Phillips.
And then so yeah, Coach Samuel Buo's birthday.
Oh sir. Oh, happy birthday, Coachito.
Coachito, you're happy birthday.
Human pressure no yadi. House for
Ejuma pressure wom e wo wiase emienu e on kan kumasi kuma kotoko ne has wo ye coach pressure wom asaba na aka no na yesi ogum no ne ho ato no
na ogum no o da first no ne ho to
no olisi aka obo ye de o ya de a ye beka enko yi a ye beka eno ano
ukota ni foreign players de lazy and local league baby am
Charlie Emraso na
yes ever you PS ne kon me fa ni se ne
ukota ndi
ye friend obo wa match ade echi okwa ye
ade echi onu kwa league runya obi su baba you give him the same opportunity
and Asante Twum obo has what friend eko ade echi ya team ya ma beto na e si dia de friend
Maybe so of 15 the foreign he will be classified as a foreign player.
That is a foreign player, but it's still.
And you know what's up a local, no what's up a Yusuf Kota. I'll prepare the next best local player.
Kago, I'm okay there. Anyway,
Nasa me bought Black Star as a local quota a program. No me Black Star exposure. Now Chelsea for Everton na me call England. I cease to be a local player. In two frame ya, all frame using the foreign based player
criteria. No I say for local, but there's not look at him.
The next best player in the local league. And our friend.
Maybe on only position.
The next best player could be a defender.
Maybe you don't need a defender.
Maybe I don't need a defender. Maybe I don't need a defender.
Position now defender.
Ibrahim Salifu. Ibrahim Salifu kwa. The next player.
That's a munya defender.
Just have a pool of players to select from. To select from.
So here come. Mami cha me Thursday special phone. I was Obano and Choma no mumbo. I was a PC there. Ha, it's Mami cha.
Ukasa no makai the late Kofi appeal.
Ose.
Ukasa no makai the late Kofi.
The late Kofi. There you bet you Thursday. Mami cha Kokisa for Omunya Festo, Kokisa for FA Mickey and Black.
Na first of all no say hotel you.
Sir.
First of all, say hotel and
a community.
But a hotel no
community.
There be me sexy or Kwaku area no Festus area.
Festus area.
Festus hotel area.
And area uchi reception.
No, there is some reception. Kwaku Bajo family ko. Mr. Wait, Lizzy Sport one am chom. Lizzy dey come one am chom. So, how me go ada me chom Bajo. Me chom, me Bajo go there. Kwaku Bajo say ya go Bajo. Kwaku Bajo man say ya so. Me won put am Bajo. Maza, just that's only your man microphone.
Okay, Henry Zoo on Yama with you doing how. Okay, I saw you ready. So, as like I said, come here, Asante Twum Kasama for GFA. Kwame Dwomoh, Kasama for the Maligon cities. Maso Agege 205, Kobe Jones, and Maso Asabri.